Ms. Collins is working with another client right now. She requested that I call you on her behalf.
Well, I've been calling since yesterday. I don't know if you got my previous messages.
We were on approved leave as well as I.
Huh?
We both were on approved leave yesterday, ma'am.
You said you were on approval. Okay, whatever. My son, I don't know what's going on. He hasn't been able to go to church the past couple of weeks. I've sent you guys emails. I've sent you the address. He hasn't been able to go to church. He hasn't been able to contact me. I had the police and myself. We went there yesterday because you guys aren't communicating with me. It's simple as sending an email letting me know what's happening with my son. The police saw the bed was stripped. My son is peeing in the bed now. And I asked Tamika Collins what was happening with my son. No one ever said anything. This is not right, Miss Golson. I can't understand what you're saying.
I said I'm writing down what you're saying so I can convey it to Ms. Collins. You said the bed was stripped. Okay, your son has a medical condition, and they have to wash his laundry and his sheets on a daily basis. So that is why.
What medical condition? What medical condition is this? And when did this medical condition start? Because my son didn't have a medical condition where he has to pee every night. When did this start? Nobody. Oh my God, y'all don't even get it. Something's wrong. He doesn't wet the bed like that. Something's wrong.
Okay, Miss Van. I will review it with Ms. Collins and Mr. Egby. In regards to the church request, I read the email several times, and no address or name of the church was provided in the email.
That's not true. That's not true. Do you want me to resend it to you? Do you want me to resend it to you? I sent the flyer and everything. I sent the name, the pastor of the church, the phone number, everything. And if it wasn't sent, then why wouldn't somebody get back in contact with me and say, what's the address?
I read it when I was on approved leave, ma'am. I've been on approved leave for the last 7 days. Today is my first day back. So, because I was on approved leave, I did not respond to your request. Ms. Collins was also on approved leave last week.
So, does anybody fill in when you guys are both on approved leave?
Yeah, depending on the circumstance.
Well, I mean, it was Easter. It was Palm Sunday. You know, if you didn't get the church address, then why couldn't somebody send an email or respond? Miss Span, what's the church? We can't set up for him to go if we don't know where he's going. But you just not respond or you're not. That's not right.
And what is the court order that the agency is talking about?
Court order? I don't know what.
Me and my sister are together. Yeah, my sister's, look, we're sitting right here. My sister, Deborah Span, she's sitting right here. And nobody is paying attention to this. And this has become personal. And Ms. Golson, like, you're the supervisor, but I don't even know if you're realizing this has become personal. And it's hurting my son. I tried to call and make an appointment. I tried to go in person. They told me, oh, it's a no contact order. And it's going to be an issue if you come here. What? You won't get on the phone. Mr. Egby's voice messages are filled. And you know what? You mean to tell me, how am I supposed to make an appointment? I couldn't get in touch with Tamika Collins. How am I supposed to make an appointment? This is not fair.
Okay.
Nobody is taking into consideration that you don't know my son. Tamika Collins doesn't know my son. Nobody is taking into consideration the past of what he's gone through. He didn't have a medical condition. What doctor is saying he has a medical condition? He has to have his sheets washed every day. That don't even make sense. But nobody asked his mother, who's been in his life his whole entire life and has been involved with this situation since he's been in DDA services. But you don't say one thing to me about it. Something's wrong with that. And the court order states that I am supposed to be involved in everything pertaining to him. That's what it says.
Ms. Collins has requested your address so that the information can be mailed to you.
Miss Golson, it is not, it's not advisable. It's not even lawful for her to even send me a letter about this situation. How hard is it for her to email me and tell me what's happening with my son? Carolyn Malinowski does not have the right to tell Tamika Collins how to do what the judge mandated to be done. The judge did not say, oh, you can only communicate with this mother in mail. The mail is not even running properly. The mail is barely even getting to people. And that's how you want to communicate with me? That doesn't even make sense. But because Carolyn Malinowski has an issue with me, oh, she's going to tell Tamika Collins how to communicate? So is Tamika Collins working for Carolyn Malinowski now? That doesn't even make sense.
That was not a directive given.
It was. She said it. Come on, Miss Golson. Tamika Collins wrote it. After speaking to Carolyn Malinowski, she advised me to mail it to you. I had the email. She said it herself.
Yes, ma'am, but what I'm telling you is Miss Collins is not doing it because it was suggested by Miss Carolyn Malinowski.
So why did she write that? Because that's what she wrote. She wrote, Attorney Malinowski, matter of fact, I can pull it up. Attorney Malinowski advised me to contact you via mail. Those were her words. Why did she do that and say that if that's not who told her to do it?
Because that was a suggestion of Mr. Knight's attorney. However, our agency does not respond to their request. That is what she told you because she was in agreement with it. However, our agency has to adhere to the directives given by the administration. In this case, the administration was in agreement with Mr. Knight's attorney.
So the administration is whom? Who is on this administration? Is this Dr. Brandt? Like, who is the administration?
Dr. Brandt,
okay.
Mr. Milsbar,
okay.
my supervisor, and myself.
Okay.
So, also, we wanted to ensure that you receive the documents via the postal mail because the information is confidential, and information that is confidential cannot be transmitted via a state email address. So that is also another reason why she's requesting your residential address so the information can be provided to you in a confidential manner.
Okay, so where's this place so I can pick it up? Yeah, because, I mean, this is crazy. I mean, the mail is barely even getting to people.
We are mandated to telework, so you would have to contact Ms. Collins to try to arrange a time when she can come to the office and provide it to you. But you would have to pick it up from the Drum Council Center.
I mean, how are you guys? If you guys are, this is so sad, man. If you guys are teleworking, but wait a minute, D. If you're teleworking, and you guys are emailing each other and communicating via phone, fax, or something, you guys are sharing this information amongst each other. How are you guys getting it back and forth to each other?
We communicate in person. We communicate via phone, and we communicate via.
So you're not sending these documents back and forth to one another. You've never had to Okay, so in Mr. Egby, any of these documents, he's never had to have them sent to him either via email. Nobody has gotten an email. Is that what you're saying?
No, ma'am, I'm not saying that.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I'm making sure.
As well as Mr. Egby is not the same email system that the state utilizes.
Does service coordination have a copy of these documents? Did they have it? Does Mr. Egby have it? Somebody has to have these, because I know everybody's not coming together because you guys are teleworking. So if service coordination has it, how did he get it? Because they're not doing.
What specific documents are you referring to?
I'm talking about whatever is going on with Reginald. These things have to be put into his file with DDA. So they have to have something.
DDA has a database called Pieces. Pieces is not accessible to state employees. So the information is not provided us directly via email. It is provided via postal mail and other means.
Okay, so service coordination does not have access to pieces, I don't believe. Service coordination,
no,
they have...
Service coordination utilizes pieces. We as state employees do not have direct access to their database. So we transfer information in other means.
Okay, so service coordination, do they have this information that Tamika Collins wanted to mail to me? Do they have any of these, this whole him wetting the bed and all like this medical condition? Does service coordination have knowledge and record of this?
Yes, we have.
Okay, so they are able. Okay, perfect. So if they have it, there is no reason why they cannot email something to me or fax something to me so that I can know what's happening with my son. That is...
They don't have the authorization to do that, ma'am, because they are not the guardian.
Okay, so the guardian is going to make me wait longer, knowing that this is sick. Did the courts have access? Because the courts are supposed to get a yearly review of what has happened with the person in guardianship. Does the court have access to it?
We complete that report on time within the 60 days of the assumption date. The courts do not require the specific documents. They require an annual court report, and that is what we submit in a timely manner to the court.
So the courts, that they don't need to know that now he has a medical condition that requires him to have the bed washed every day, something he didn't have before. The courts are not required to know that?
If it is a significant change.
That's a significant change. I promise you. He was not having to go through that every day.
Okay.
So that's what I'm asking you. So how would, in your notes that you're looking at right now, do you see that is a significant change? Because that was not what was happening with my son.
I'm not looking at Mr. Knight's record at the moment, ma'am. I'm speaking to you.
Is there a way that you can check on that, Ms. Golson? This is important. That's an issue for a 23-year-old to be. When Tamika Collins and my son, or whatever, when we first met and everything like that, I asked all of these questions. I went over these things to discuss so that we could all be on the same page, so she would be knowledgeable of my son. Bedwetting was not an issue. Regine never said it. Mr. Egby, nobody mentioned bedwetting. I asked him, is he wetting the bed? Is he wearing Pampers? I asked him these questions. Nobody said there was any issues. This is a significant change.
Okay. I will discuss it with Ms. Collins.
Like the lackadaisical, the nonchalant, like that, this is not right. If this was your child, well, how would you feel? No, Ms. Golson.
I'm listening with you, and I'm responding.
Here it is. I sent you guys information. The man was speeding. The police had them pulled over. Nobody has even addressed any of these things. Does the court know about that? Does that get put into the reviews? These are things that have to be documented, because you guys are not going to be able to always be, where you belong, or, you have to take breaks and approve leave. My son he can't tell you what's going on.
Yes, ma'am, I hear you.
You hear me, but I'm waiting to hear back from you. I'm waiting to hear, okay, if he can't tell me what's going on, Miss Span, this is what we do. This is what can be done. My son can't tell you anything. My son is walking around trained like a puppy, doing man. I'm waiting for a response from you.
Okay. Are you willing to provide your address so the information can be mailed?
I want to pick it up.
Okay, so you were requesting that the information be picked up from the agency?
Immediately. ASAP. 911. I need to know what's happening with my son. Here it is. You're on the phone with me. You could very well say, Miss Span, this is happening, that's happening, but I'm sending it to you, or I'm coming, you can come and get it. But you guys won't even do that. What's the rule now? What's the crime now? It's me and you. Why can't you say, Miss Span, this is happening, that's happening, this took place? Why can't you tell me that? And you know what? Then I feel comfortable because you know what? Okay, they're working with me. Tell me what's happening and you can send whatever. Why can't you guys make it fair? Why can't you work with me? I'm asking you questions. You can't respond. DDA is a state agency or whatever they are. They email. The governor emails. I don't understand how it is you can't just put it in a, what do you call it? Like one of those emails where it's like, what is it called? Where it's like, it's private or whatever. I can't think of what the word is. They have it where so it's safe or whatever. And they send, I have things. Yes, I have things.
I will inform Ms. Collins that you requested information to be delivered to you by hand. I don't know when she will be able to gather the information, but she and I will communicate about it, and I will speak to my supervisor about it as well to make accommodations. Do you have a date or a time? Requesting to pick it up?
ASAP, whatever. I don't even have to get it from Miss Collins. I can come to today, tomorrow, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m. I want to come whenever. Like my sister said, the encrypted emails, like they have that all the time. Even courts are communicating with email because of COVID. Like this is man, this is crazy. This is so crazy.
Okay, I'll communicate this information to Ms. Collins, and we will accommodate your request to the best of our ability. I don't know when she will be able to gather the information. I can't speak to that. But we will do it.
You said gather the information, so you're saying that, what do you mean gather the information if she has it? What do you mean?
Mr. Knight's case record is not in her personal residence. Mr. Knight's case record is at our agency. So she would have to go to the agency, review and gather the information for you, make copies of it, make sure it's organized, and then contact you when you can pick it up.
Okay, so she would have to do the same thing with mail, right? She would have to do the same thing with mail,
yes,
right?
Ma'am.
Okay,
yes,
so
ma'am.
okay.
She would go to the office. If you provide your address, she would provide it via postal mail.
Okay, but it would be quicker because she would have to do the same process. So it would be quicker if I picked it up. All she would have to do is do all those things you just said, like she would have to do with mail. And instead of wasting an envelope and a stamp, she could say, you know what? Here's an envelope. Miss Span can pick it up at our desk, Drumcast, or whatever, and it'd be done. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Unbelievable.
So you don't have a specific date or time? Okay.
Tomorrow. Wait a minute, hold it. Let's see. Tomorrow is no. I want to give, because I mean it's weird that you can be technical with me, but you guys can't be technical with the agency. You can't be technical with Tamika, but with me, let me give you some dates and times. How about that? Give me a second. Let me look at the calendar.
Okay, that's fine.
Today is April 6th. I'm available April 6th from 12:44 to 7 p.m. April 7th, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. April 8th, no. I mean, whatever. I don't even need to know. April 8th, 8:30 to 5:30 p.m. April 9th, 8:30 to 5:30. April 10th, 8:30 to 5:30. April the 11th, 8:30 to 5:30. April 12th, 8:30 to 5:30. April 13th, 8:30 to 5:30. April 14th, 8:30 to 5:30. April 15th, 8:30 to 5:30. Is that enough dates?
Yes, ma'am, it is. I will pass the information along to her. And just know it will be during business hours.
April 6th. Okay, business hours is over at, what you say, 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so 5 o'clock, by 5 o'clock today, April 6th. Tomorrow, you said what time does business hours start?
8:30.
Okay, so April 7th, 8:30 to 5. April 8th, 8:30 to 5. April 9th, 8:30 to 5. Are you guys open on Saturdays?
We are not open on Saturdays or Sundays.
Okay, so Monday, April 12th, 8:30 to 5. Tuesday, April 13th, 8:30 to 5. Wednesday, April 14th, 8:30 to 5. Thursday, April 15th, 8:30 to 5. Friday, April 16th, 8:30 to 5. Monday, April 19th, 8:30 to 5. Do you think it's going to go out that long?
Hopefully it will not. I will let Ms. Collins know that you are available between now and the 16th from 8:30 to 5.
No, she might come up with the 17th. I'm available forever. I'm available forever. You know what I mean? Because who knows? From the history, from what I've seen, she'll find a reason to make it, oh, she wasn't available. I'm available infinity, 8:30 to 5.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm going to send an email when we're done, and I'm going to put the church's address again and even send you the email that was sent out with the address and the flyer. And I expect my son to be in church on Sunday. My son has a right to practice his religion.
Okay.
So will I get a response to that?
If I receive your email.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. I'll wait to hear back. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
Yo, this is evil, man.